Each year when we go to Israel, on the very first day, one of the places we stop is Mount Carmel, where this miracle took place. Beginning with verse 33 of 1 Kings 18. And he put the wood in order and cut the bulls in pieces and laid it on the wood. And he said, fill 4 water jars with water and pour it on the burnt offering and on the wood. And he said, do it a second time. And they did it. And he said, do it a third time. And they did it. And the water ran around the altar and filled the trench with water. Now I want you to notice, this was in a time of famine. There had been no rain. Mount Carmel is literally that. It's called the mountain Carmel, Mount Carmel. So, number one, the water is extremely precious. And he says, keep pouring it on the wood, keep pouring it on the ground. And they filled up trenches with the most precious thing in their lives during a drought, and that was water. And then God sent the fire from heaven and consumed the sacrifice. Now I want you to notice the details of how God's fire worked. In verse 38, then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt offering, the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. And licked up the water that was in the trench. Now why is all this talk about water important? They're in the middle of a drought. The drought had made life very, very difficult. And now they take the most precious thing they have, carry it up a mountain in big jars, and pour it out to the point of utter wastefulness on the altar. And God accepts not just the offering of the bull, not just the offering of the wood, not just the offerings of the stone altar that was made. God accepted the offering of water. And the very next thing you hear in the scripture is, I hear the sound of the abundance of rain, and the drought was broken. They reaped what they sowed, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Brothers and sisters, what is it that you are needing a harvest of in your life? Are you needing a harvest of knowledge? Then teach somebody what you know. Are you needing a knowledge of time? Then give your time to someone to help them. Are you needing a harvest of ability? Then use your ability to serve somebody else. Are you needing a harvest of finances? Then sow finances. Whatever you need a harvest of, sow it. And the thing that you're going to be sowing, forgive me, it's going to be like that water during a drought. It's going to be the most precious thing that you have. It's what you need the most. So learn. Just because I don't have time doesn't mean I shouldn't give time. It means I should give time. Just because I don't have enough knowledge or ability to do this project doesn't mean that I hang on to what I have. I use this talent and ability to do the project. You reap what you sow. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over.